at our time. Hello, this is Kathy Bevan, and this is video 4, and this is my girlfriend Debbie, who's come for counseling to help with some diet issues. Hello, Debbie. It is so nice to see you, and I'm glad you came in.
Thank you, Kathy.
You called me earlier this week, and you're interested in possibly getting into a new routine of eating properly and exercising. Before we begin, I'd just like to tell you my role. My role as a counselor is to listen to what you have to say and to try and formulate a plan that will work for you and your lifestyle. Your role to me is you're going to tell me truthfully and answer my questions so that I can help you the best way to make sure that the plan that we set up for you will work for your lifestyle. Okay?
Okay.
I'd like to begin by asking, why exactly are you here?
Well, I'd like to lose weight because my cholesterol level has gotten really high, and I'm on medicine for that, which I think will get off. And the main issue is my daughter's going to be getting married in 8 months, and I'd like to look good in the pictures for the wedding.
Okay, and 8 months is very doable. I think with a plan in place, I think we can get you down to a reasonable weight that you'll start looking good and you'll start feeling good. I would like to know, what is a typical day for you like?
Well, on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I work until 8 o'clock at night, 7, 8 o'clock, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays, we close at 5, so usually home by 6. It's about a 40-minute drive, so I get up about 5 in the morning, hair, makeup, or whatever. Sometimes I don't like to get out of bed. I'm not a morning person, so it's kind of rush, rush, rush. So I throw anything I can together for lunch, which is not always the healthiest, and then I stop and get my coffee, and then a bagel or a donut,
Right.
The fast food stuff that you're not supposed to eat, and I go off to work. Then there are days where even trying to get your lunch in over there is hectic. And you're just grazing all day on the wrong stuff or whatever because you don't have that time to just relax and eat a nice lunch.
Okay, and what are your dinners like?
Oh, my husband's the one who does the cooking, and he does not eat healthy at all. He hates vegetables. He's not crazy about fruits. He likes his meat and potatoes.
And who does the grocery shopping?
He does, because of my work schedule.
Okay. The first thing I'd like to go over is the fact that you wake up very early and you're not a morning person, correct?
Correct.
Your mornings usually consist of coffee and a bagel or donut or whatever you can grab really quick on the run and eat on the run. Lunch is pretty much non-existent. You graze all day, and it's usually not very healthy stuff. And your dinner consists of your meat and potatoes, which are cooked by your husband, correct?
Correct.
And your husband does the grocery shopping.
Yeah.
Let's start off by this. Would it be possible for you to start going grocery shopping with your husband?
See if he's willing to change his schedule for me.
Okay, and what day would maybe work for you to go grocery shopping?
Probably Tuesdays would be good.
Okay, so let's make a plan that you're going to start going grocery shopping on Tuesdays. Is there anything, fruits and vegetables, that you're opposed to, or are you pretty much open to a different variety of...
Oh, I like all kinds of fruits and vegetables. My favorite thing to eat is even salad.
Oh, wonderful. Well, that's good to know. And that's a good step right there, is that you like the fruits, you like the vegetables, you like to eat healthy, you like the food. And that's really important, because I think that would have been difficult for us to figure out a good plan if you didn't like your fresh fruits and vegetables. So let's make a plan that on Tuesdays you're going to go grocery shopping with your husband. And at that point, you'll be able to buy your fresh fruits, your fresh vegetables, maybe get some healthy nuts like almonds or pistachios, because those are some of the greatest things that when you're on the move and you need to grab something quick, they're filling, and they have very good fats in them, which will help you to actually lower your bad cholesterol, and the nuts and the almonds will actually help you to raise your good cholesterol level because of those natural oils in there. And when you're going grocery shopping, I want you to remember to stay on the outer perimeter of the grocery store, because that is where most of your natural and whole foods are. Once you move to the aisles, you will start getting into the processed foods, high in sugars, high in salts. Okay?
Okay.
Now let's go over a few other things. What is your exercise routine?
Well, I like to walk my dog. I'm not one for exercise. I'm not one to really want to get up and...
Okay, well, people don't think about walking your dogs as exercise. So if you do like walking your dogs, I think it's actually a good exercise, especially if you can pick up your pace a little bit more and get your heart rate up, because by doing that, and even if you're just going to do it for 15 to 20 minutes, you get that heart rate up, you can actually start burning calories just by walking your dogs. Can you go over a few things? Which days do you think that maybe you can walk a little bit longer with your dogs?
Well, if we go shopping on Tuesdays, that's probably going to be out. Probably Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays.
Okay, so you're saying Tuesdays are our grocery days, and Thursdays, Saturdays, and possibly Sundays we'll be able to do maybe a more lengthy walk with our dog, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and that's not bad. 3 days a week, and eventually maybe we can move up to something more. Is there a time that would probably be more convenient for you?
Probably evenings. When I get home from work.
Okay, would it right before you eat dinner, or right after you eat dinner?
Probably right before I eat dinner.
Okay, so let's make a plan that once you get home from work, you put your keys down, you put your purse down, you get your dogs ready, and you take the dogs for a walk before you eat dinner. Probably give your husband a little extra time to get dinner on the table and finish up any loose ends with dinner. And then when you come back about 20 minutes later, you can sit down and eat. Now here's the other part, is that when you exercise, you have a tendency to eat a little less too. So you're not going to be as hungry. Okay? So that might be able to cut back. The other thing we also need to look at is the fact that your husband often makes meats and potatoes. What I would like you to try and do is look at your plate. And since you do like to eat a lot of salads and fruits, salad does not require any cooking. So what I'd like you to do is take half of your plate and fill it up with salad. Okay? Take about the other half, and what you want to do is split that up in half. Put half of it as protein, the other half as a carb. If you can, I highly recommend trying to get into a complex carb. Potatoes are not bad. Just a plain baked potato is not bad for you. The skin is actually very healthy. But what isn't healthy is all the butter and all the sour cream that we put on there. But some great alternatives to that is possibly using Greek yogurt. There are some, give it a try. I know it's, a difficult thought, but it's an option that would work for you, I think. Try it. Just give it a try. Or there are some really low-calorie sour creams out there. And there's also some very some smart, healthy, butter toppings that you can put on that taste just like butter, and they're much lower in fat and cholesterol. So if you want to eat that baked potato, go ahead and use those low-calorie options. Want to try that? Should we try that one? Because I know he does a lot of with white potatoes and stuff like that.
Try that, I guess.
Okay, but since you do like the vegetables, try and fill half the plate with vegetables if you could. Okay. Now let's look at the exercise routine also. So we're going to look at possibly doing Thursday and Saturday and Sunday as our exercise. If possible, maybe step up your Saturday and Sunday weekends, maybe going for anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour would be possible.
Yeah, I think I can do that.
Because I think that would be beneficial. And, for the time that you can't do it while you're at work, then you can make it up on the weekends. Is there anything else you like to do on the weekends?
Gardening. I do my yard work on the weekends.
Okay, well, gardening is a great way to get exercise, and you're constantly moving. It's good for your joints. You're bending over, you're picking weeds, you're planting. So that's actually a great alternative to doing a little extra exercising, is tending the garden on the weekends. So what I'd like to do is go over the plan with you real quick. First with the food. I want you to just tell me back what you think you'd be able to do with the grocery shopping.
Buy more fruits and vegetables that I want to eat, and the healthier choices in foods for me, like the nuts, the almonds, the pistachios. Stay away from the sodas.
And drink more water, of course. I know I didn't mention that, but drinking more water would help you immensely. And you plan on going grocery shopping on Tuesdays with your husband, so you yourself can buy more fruits and vegetables. And as for the exercise routine, you're going to do it on which days?
Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. It is. Step up my routine on those days with the dogs.
Okay, very good. I like that plan, and I think it's a good place to start. And what I want you to do is I want you to try that out for a week and come back and see me. Let's go 2 weeks. Let's try this for 2 weeks. Come back and see me in 2 weeks. We'll go over your plan. And a good idea might be to keep a journal, write what you're eating down every day. And I know that could be some time consuming, but write it down. When you visualize something, it gives you more of an idea of what you're eating and how much you're eating. And also write down how often you exercise in that journal. So that way, sometimes it can be hard to recall what you're doing. So by keeping a journal, you're better able to judge if you're doing enough. Sometimes you can step it up. Sometimes you can eat a little healthier on the weekends, maybe add a little more fruits and vegetables on the weekends if you notice that you're eating too much carbs or too much protein.
Okay.
Can you do that?
Yes, I can.
Okay, well, you know what? Let's make a plan for 2 weeks to come back here. We'll discuss if everything's working for you. And if it's not, we'll try and play around and see what will work for you. Okay?
Thank you so much. Nice meeting you.
Thank you. Pleasure.